Welcome to the Kune Impact Show, where growth begins with accountability and leadership is built through action. I'm Abdul Kunate, and every episode is designed to give you practical, real-world insights you can apply immediately to lead yourself better, lead others stronger, and build something that lasts. Because real impact starts with how you show up every day. Let's dive in. Picture this. A bright new hire shows up on Monday, coffee in hand, excitement in their step. And by Thursday, they're lost in a tangle of logins, unclear priorities, and no quick wins to show. The week becomes 2, then 3. Momentum, gone. Confidence, shrinking. The cost is real. Projects slow, team energy saps, and your new investment never reaches its potential. I remember one hire, smart, eager, and hired for a high-impact role, who floundered because we assumed onboarding meant handing links and access. By week 4, they still hadn't owned a small deliverable. We lost time, and worse, that person doubted their fit. The next hire we treated differently. A focused 30-day plan, 3 small deliverables, daily pairing in week 1, and 2 short feedback rituals. That person was contributing publicly by day 20 and stayed with the team for years. The difference? Leadership attention and a structure that turns intention into output. Here's the promise for the next 30 minutes. I'll give you 3 practical moves you can apply this week. 1. A 30-day impact map that prioritizes real outcomes. 2. Micro routines that build trust and velocity. 3. Rapid feedback loops and a diagnostic to catch problems early. Use these as a scaffold, flexible, not a checklist. Insight 1. The 30-day impact map. Start by defining what success looks like at day 30. Not learn everything. That's vague. Instead, pick 3 measurable outcomes. 1 small deliverable, 1 connectivity goal, and 1 clarity milestone. Example, deliver a customer research summary, meet 5 cross-functional partners, and present a 15-minute plan for month 2. Break the month into weekly themes. Week 1, setup and context. Week 2, observe contribution. Week 3, independent delivery. Week 4, ownership and handoff. A simple weekly template looks like this. Day 1 to 3. Orientation plus 1 paired task with a teammate. End of week, a 30-minute check for role clarity. Week 2, first win assignment, small, visible, and completable in 2 to 3 days. Week 3, a stretch deliverable owned by the hire. Week 4, a short presentation to the team and a plan for the next 90 days. Managers schedule 3 checkpoints, day 3, day 7, day 21. These are short, scripted, and outcome-focused. No open-ended catch-ups. Insight 2, micro routines that build trust. Onboarding isn't one event, it's a rhythm. Daily micro routines create that rhythm. Start each morning in week 1 with a 15-minute paired work session, screen share, shadowing, or co-writing a doc. End the day with a 10-minute check-in on progress and questions. Weekly rituals matter too. A 30-minute stakeholder intro with 3 teammates and a short demo on Friday of whatever the hire delivered that week. Those rituals accelerate social bonds and make competence visible. Scripts you can use for the pair session invite. Can we block 15 minutes now so I can show you our approach and walk through 1 task together? For the Friday demo, can you show us what you completed this week for 10 minutes and 1 takeaway you learned? Short, specific, and psychologically safe. For remote teams, add a named onboarding buddy and 2 recorded walkthroughs, a product demo and the team's core process. Those recordings plus live pairing close context gaps fast. Insight 3, rapid feedback and diagnostic signals. Build 2 rapid loops, a DAY7 pulse and a DAY21 correction. The DAY7 pulse is not a performance review, it's a clarity check. What did you understand this week? What's unclear? What would help you be more effective? Use that to adjust access, priorities, or connections immediately. The day 21 correction is outcome focused. Here's what we expected at 30 days. Here's the gap. Here's the plan for the next 2 weeks. Watch for 3 early warning signals. Persistent questions that aren't shrinking, miss small deliverables, and low interaction with teammates. When you see any of these, act within 48 hours. Add paired sessions, reassign a simpler first win, or have a focused calibration meeting with the hire to realign expectations. Small, fast moves prevent weeks of drift. Here are 2 quick scripts you can use now. DAY7 Pulse. I want to check in for 15 minutes. What went well? What confused you? And what would make your next week more productive? Day 21 correction. At day 30, we expect XYZ. Here's where we are. Here's a 2-week plan with who will help and how we'll measure progress. These scripts keep conversations concise and action-oriented. Recap. 1. Design a 30-day impact map with 3 measurable outcomes. 2. Install daily and weekly micro-routines that build trust and visibility. 3. Run rapid feedback rituals and watch for early warning signals so you can course correct fast. These moves protect momentum, reduce churn, and build confidence for the hire and for your team. Reflection prompt. Think about your last hire. Where did they stall in their first 30 days? What one change from this episode would have made the difference? Take 60 seconds after this episode to jot that down. Action step. Create a 1-week plan for your next new hire tonight. Block the paired sessions, schedule the DAY 7 pulse, and decide the first win assignment. Make it small, visible, and measurable. Do that once, and you'll reduce weeks of lost momentum. If today's episode added value, subscribe to Kunate Impact so you don't miss practical tools like this. Share it with a leader who's hiring this quarter. Help them save time and build momentum. Thank you for listening to the Kunate Impact Show. If today's episode added value, share it with someone who's committed to growth. And remember, real leadership isn't about position. It's about influence and impact. Until next time, keep leading with purpose and creating a lasting impact.